Oh, yeah. Day 5 or 6, I think, of uploading 100 days in a row to see how far I can transform myself. I haven't weighed myself, so I can't give you the physical snapshot in terms of where I am at the moment. I feel okay. I feel overweight, but that's okay. Mentally, as far as where I'm at, I've started thinking and noticing little changes in my brain where I'm thinking, this is 100 days in a row of making the main thing, right? Of which, in my case, is acting. That's what I want to do. That's the main thing for me. And I've started thinking about how, in every moment, I'm not making it the main thing. And I think about scheduling, and I think about, wow, like I'm actually my work as a working in a restaurant in hospitality is actually, even though I can say acting's what I want to do, acting's what I love most, time wise, someone on the outside who didn't know me would look at me and say, wow, hospitality is his main thing. That's what he wants to do, because that's what's taking precedence of my time. So I've started thinking, I need to schedule my time. I need to reschedule my time, reconfigure how I use time to favor myself. How do I get regular, steady work hours so that I can plot out, these are my times when I'm doing acting within the week? One of my issues with doing hospitality is that I'm in a casual position. I'm not doing part-time. I'm not doing full-time. Because it allows me the flexibility with acting. But the downside of that is that it does mean that not a single one of my weeks ever looks the same. My entire week looks different. The days that I'm working are different. There's no consistency. And I think you could agree that every single great athlete or anyone who is an expert, who is a master of their craft, is a master because of consistency. That's the thing that's been coming up for me recently, is that the people who are the best, because I've been looking at acting for 7 years, 7 or 8 years now, which is nothing compared to some people. I'm not claiming to be a master in any way. I'm very, very much still a beginner. But I've had the privilege of being surrounded by actors in that time, and I've seen people who have come in, people who are exceptionally talented, and they drop off, and this, that, and I've seen so much. I've seen a lot of acting. The people, and it's only starting to come out now, at the 7-year mark, which is interesting because that's how long they used to do an apprenticeship for, was 7 years back in the day. But the commonality now between those people is that consistency is what separates the average from the great. Actually, sorry, I'll take that back. Consistency is what separates good from exceptional. The people who are the best, are the people who show up every single day. And I'm starting to apply that in other areas of my life. Because it's like I was looking at, I was educating myself on how to day trade, because I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of working in hospitality. I'm sick of paying off someone else's fees. I want to be self-employed. I want to make some money. And I thought, I love education. I love educating myself. Why don't I upskill myself in an area? And for some fucking reason, I decided, hey, look, I'll look at day trading. But in day trading, there's this phenomenon that you flip a coin, say it lands on heads, you earn $1. If you flip a coin, it lands on tails, you lose $1. Now, you could flip a coin and it'll land on heads 5 times, and that means we'll say tails. It lands on tails 5 times, meaning you've lost $5. Are you bad? Does that mean you're bad at flipping a coin? No, it just means that you haven't been flipping that coin enough, and eventually, the more that you flip that coin, the more that it averages out, and you get the exact result that you know you're going to get. And I think it's going to be 50%. You know that it's going to be 50% eventually, but at the start, it's not. It can vary a lot. it's most likely to be 50%, but it could go 80%. You could be flipping at 80% tails for a bit. You could be flipping at 80% heads for a bit. But with a large enough sample size, it's going to be 50%, and you know that. And I think the same thing applies for acting or for any field or any craft. It's the people that show up and just do it enough, who just show up enough, consistently enough, that get the results that they want. It's not about talent, even though it helps. I feel like all talent does, I think, is give you a head start. And even then, you could have a head start of 100 meters, right, in a race. You could have a head start at 100 meters, but if that race that you're running is a fucking marathon that is 42 kilometers, 100 meters is nothing. And very, very quickly, that talent that gave you that 100-meter head start is going to be fucking worthless, and it's going to be the person who just keeps plodding along. That's what I'm learning. So I'm thinking about, okay, if acting is the main thing, then I want to treat it like a full-time job. So then I want to be studying in it 40 hours a week, and I want to have fun doing it. The fun will come if I allow myself. At the moment, it's very much like I have to deliver, and I'm like fucking whipping myself. But that's because I'm not doing enough. If I do enough, then it doesn't matter about delivering on that time. When I rehearse that one time on that week, then I don't have to deliver then. It's okay if I don't deliver on that rehearsal because I have 6, 7 more in that week. So I'm just looking for more consistency. How can I stay in the work more? How can I get 40 hours within my week? And to get that exact scheduling, to set myself up for success, I need steady work. So I've just been looking online and applying for jobs, and hold on, my neck's been so tight. Yeah. What else? Diet today was good. That was good. I didn't have anything extravagant. I had maybe too much caffeine, a couple of coffees, black, because they're 0 calories or 8 calories or whatever. Sleep-wise, not great. I was up learning about trading, and it is now 2 a.m., which isn't great. I was actually staying up. I don't need to tell you guys, but someone was supposed to give me an address, and they said when they finish working, they'll give me an address for where I'm supposed to be training with them in the morning, doing some swimming laps. They're working on an audition at the moment, which is very exciting for them, for an advertisement. From what I hear, they're doing very well, but they never sent it through. So I think I'm done waiting, and I'm going to go to bed. Today's a good day. I'm building on it. I'm building on myself. These videos, again, like I found in December and January, are very grounding, and I'm incredibly excited to see what happens at the end of 100 days. We've identified some key factors. If I want to be studying acting 40 hours a week, then that's treating it like a full-time job. Start treating it like a full-time job. Find the hours to do it. Make that the main thing. If someone from an outside perspective was looking at me, are they looking at me going, oh yeah, acting's definitely what they want to do? Because in truth, I think if someone outside who didn't know me just watched me from afar and watched what I was doing, they would go, oh, acting is his hobby. Which is the brutal truth. But that's where I'm at. And it's not a bad thing. It's just a little discovery that I've made. So starting tomorrow, I start implementing changes. Like scheduling. Where do I schedule my 40 hours? And if I need to live super fucking frugally to reduce how much I'm working to live on bare bones so that I can get my 40 hours in the week, and so be it. I'm gaining more confidence in myself, and I feel like I am finding myself a bit more. I still need to open up myself to love more. I feel a bit reserved, and I'm still living in states of fear for periods of time. But I'm getting better. Slow improvements, just little bits at a time. Um, and I'll end it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the end of the first week of 100 days of 100 videos to see how I transform along that time. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao.